Hey guys, hey, just want to throw something out to you really quick here. Well, before we get started, there's something I gotta tell you about. You know, it's the elephant in the room. No way getting around it. I'll just say it. I'm going bald. Can't help it. Someone got a forehead, I've got like a 5 head. Sometimes you gotta deal with what you're being given you. You know, I was at the gym the other day, me and my wife. Lady was talking to us about an event downtown. I said, oh, I'm sorry, I can't go. I work evening shift. She said, you still work? Well, bless your heart. I thought, who walked out there says, so I said, what's that mean? She said, well, I don't know. So, I've been in a hospital before. Nurse be talking to me and, oh, for those who may just be listening to this video or might be sight impaired, I got a trach. The rest of this will make no sense if you don't know that. So I'm at the hospital one day talking to the nurse. She asked me questions. And I says, well, I generally work till 1 a.m. every night. She said, you work? I was like, yeah, I got bills to pay. So, anyway, so I was at the hospital one day. See, a lot of my stories, I was at the hospital. And me and Jane's going downstairs to get a cup of coffee for her. There's a lady in line. She has 5 syringes sticking in her neck. I counted them. 5. Janie says, now look, I know you want to ask, but don't. I said, look, I got this. That's a license. I can ask anybody anything. I said, hey. She turned around and said, yeah, Annika, gotta ask you. She explained us some type of new treatment they're doing. And I said, well, I got the tricks. I figured I'd ask you. She laughed. So I wanted to do this in front of a microphone so my voice could carry better. Have a little bit of a crowd. Have people in the background laughing. But anyway, you know, I was at work one day and I had to call IT department up. Sometimes our IT department is out west. So I'm talking to the guy and helped me out. Very nice guy. So I told him, hey, thank you so much for everything you done. He said, no problem. Jim, I hope you get feeling better. I hung up, I went, what do you mean you didn't feel better? So, my wife had explained something about my voice. So, I'm going to work one day, and it's raining hard. I pull in the parking lot. I text my boss, because I work second shift. And I say, I might be a few minutes late. It's raining really hard out. He said, what's the matter? You afraid you're going to melt? And I said, no, but this ain't no snorkel. So, case in point. One day I was in the hospital. Another story about being in the hospital. Doctor comes in the morning. He said, how you doing? I said, good. I said, I woke up this morning, I felt like something was stuck in my neck, in my throat. And he went, really? And I looked down, I was like, come on. He's got slow on that one. So me and my wife have been married for 38 years. You can clap now if you want. So 38 years. So we was walking through Dunham's sporting goods store. And I started noticing different things. I told my wife, I said, hey, I want you to know you're married to the most attractive guy you've ever seen. She says, what are you talking about? I said, I don't want to draw too much attention to this, but I've got older women and young women giving me the eye. I says, as a matter of fact, it made me a little nervous, but a couple of guys too. She rolls her eyes. Now, I was going to do this video on a podium, and the joke was I got a t-shirt on order. And it's going to have arrows pointing up, and it says, my eyes are up here. Get it? Not this. Anyway, so, last one. So as long as me and my wife's been married, if you have a good marriage, sometimes one of the spouses may talk a lot. I'm the talker of the family. Have you ever seen a movie where a guy or a girl, one of them is talking, and they'll go, shh, and they'll put their finger on lip. I get talking, my wife says, shh. That's just a joke. She doesn't really. So, hey guys, just want to throw a couple jokes out. I titled this video, Laughing Through Life. You can laugh or you can cry. It's totally up to you. Learn to enjoy where you're at. Sometimes you can. Take every opportunity to laugh. Hope this makes your thing. Hope you understand me. Maybe you know somebody that made me need to laugh. But my wife says I'm not funny. She said everybody just laughs at me and not with me. Maybe that's true. But as long as you're laughing. So, have a good night. My lunchtime's about over with.